Welcome to Learn to Fish with us, and I'm Karch. Today we're going to talk about the different types of tip-ups and actually how to set up a tip-up. This is a standard tip-up. I really like to use Frabill's tip-up, so most of my tip-ups are all made by Frabill. This is a standard tip-up, so basically we got a line that goes through a loop here. So what I'm going to do is, when I'm fishing with a tip-up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out how deep it is, or I'm going to find out where the fish are. And what I want to do is I want to set up my tip-up at least a foot or two above where the fish are, because the fish's eyes are in their top of their head. They're really good at looking up, not really good at looking down. So I like to have my tip-up up. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out how much line I need for there. I'm going to put a marker on there, because a marker helps tell me how far out was I when a fish hits. So typically what I would do is I would put a minnow into its back, hook it in its back, and then what I would do is I'd feed the line into the water up to the designated depth. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set, if I'm fishing bigger fish, there's a crease in here. I'll set it in the crease. If I'm fishing for perch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it really light so they won't feel it. A fish will actually feel if it's in the channel. You'll feel when it goes like this, you'll feel it. And then what happens is when a fish goes, it's going to have this thing and it's going to be spinning around. So what happens is when I get ready, I'm going to quick pull, get here, pull a few feet, pull a line out. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to be feeling for that fish. Once I feel pressure on the fish, I'm going to set the hook. And then hopefully there's going to be a fish on the end. So that talks about the standard tip-up. Frabill also makes a really nice tip-up. When it gets cold, this tip-up is insulated. So what that's going to allow me to do is, this tip-up, I'm going to have to be skimming the ice every so often. This tip-up, I'll set it up just like we did with the other tip-up. I'll put it out. And here, if you've noticed, I actually do fish. When I'm fishing like northerns and walleyes, I actually like to have a spinner on my tip-up. So when the fish is moving, it's actually spinning the spinner, so it's another attractor. But what I'll do is I'll put this in there by putting this Frabill, Frabill insulated tip up. I'll set it, and then what happens is a fish will hit it, it'll go up. The nice thing about the Frabill though is it insulates it, so this ice is going to be insulated, so it's not going to be creating ice all the time. One other type of tip-up, this is called a wind tip-up. So right now we actually got quite a bit of wind. What's going to be doing is that wind is going to be jigging whatever you have down there for bait. So that's the nice thing about having a wind tip-up. When it's windy, you got a free jigger for you. What happens here is the fish takes it, it just springs the flag, and you're set. So this talks a little bit about the different types of tip-ups and how to use and what to do when you have a fish on a tip-up.